morning to one and all present over here. As you all know, today we all gathered here to celebrate the National Law Day, that is the Constitution Day. It is also known as Samvidhan Divas, the day that provides us the opportunity. The real example of this day is the gathering of this auditorium. The Constitution of India is the world's largest, lengthiest constitution adopted by the Constituent Assembly on this day, 1949. You all know it took almost 3 years to complete the drafting process of this constitution, that is the Constitution of India, under the chairmanship of Dr. Br Ambedkar, who is also known as the father of the Constitution of India. And what we are today, it is only because of the efforts put by our leading members and the true hero of the nation. One among them is Dr. Br Ambedkar. Dr. Br Ambedkar faced a number of brutal and cruel challenges in his life, but made all the possible efforts to provide a very congenial atmosphere to the citizen of India. For as the chairman of drafting committee, Dr. Br Ambedkar studied all the possible written existing constitution of the world to put all the positive and vibrant parts, section, clause and articles in the Constitution of India. So, we are witnessing today this valuable constitution, and we gathered here to celebrate the 72nd anniversary of the Samvidhan Divas in India. We all are very much clear that this written constitution is starting with the basic structure, that is the preamble. Preamble is the preface of the constitution, and a very simple quote that face is the index of mind. And this preamble may assure us that what is in 1,17,369 words of the English Virgin Indian Constitution is the real epitome of this preamble. This preamble empowers us. It helps us to build the confidence. It providing us a good kind of opportunity for the development of the personality of all the citizens of India. When we start the word we, it means the total inclusion and the beautiful example of the real composite culture of Indian Constitution. Constitution of India is providing us the example of by accommodating, by involving all the peoples of India without any kind of discrimination on the basis of caste, color, creed, religion and region. The letter, the word, the pronoun we means the citizen of India. Every kind of ideas and objectives are there to build the confidence of people, because when we talk about the concept of nation building, this nation building is the sum total of building the confidence of youth, the citizen of India. And what we oftenly talk about the national interest means the sum total of the interest of the peoples. And it is the Constitution of India that with the help of these ideals, objectives, parts and sections, providing us each and every nook and corner the big important principles to help for our personality development. But development of personality must not be confined to the papers only. It must be reflected in our character, in our behavior. Constitution of India enshrined the important ideals and objectives like liberty, equality, fraternity, justice to all the citizens of India. Equality is also the fundamental rights of the citizen, and we all know this chapter of fundamental rights in the Constitution of India is taken from the United States of America. There it is known as Bill of Rights, but here in the India it is known as fundamental right. This very largest and lengthiest part, third of the Indian Constitution, is very vibrant for our personality development. And really, These rights are fundamental. That is why we all are here to speak, to express, to share, to redress each and every kinds of problems and expectations. We all know that in India we are having the supremacy of constitution, because constitution believe that the ultimate source of authority derives from the hand of people, not from the parliament. That is why in India we are having the supremacy of constitution, not the parliament. And parliament make the law, but parliament act all according to the directions of the Constitution of India. And Constitution of India is wholly involved with the struggles made by the people of India. The Constitution of India, that is the Bharatiya Samvidhan, the document lays down the framework that demarcates fundamental political code, structure, procedures, powers and duties of the government, institution, and set out fundamental rights, directive principles of state policies and fundamental duties. You all are well aware that fundamental duties are not a part of original constitution. When on 26th of January 1950, this constitution fully enforced. At that point of time, fundamental duties were not a part of the original constitution. But according to the changing time, need, circumstances and requirement, it is felt that fundamental duties must be given the constitutional status, and it was for the second amendment of the Constitution of India Act 1976 when this chapter of fundamental duties was also added in the Constitution of India and given the constitutional status, that is part 4 section A, because rights were very much enshrined in the original constitution, but rights and duties are the two sides of the same coin. If the one side of the coin is very shiny but other is dull, then the coin has no value. To make the value in the rights, the duties were added in the constitution. And we are having the 10 fundamental duties. In 2002, the 11th fundamental duties were also added in the Constitution of India. These fundamental duties are very important to inculcate the civic sense and amenities to all the citizens of India, and it is the political science under which the George Bernard Shaw claimed that political science alone can save the civilization, and fundamental duties are the real picture of this. When every citizen of India gets proper awareness of fundamental duties, the total picture of the country can be changed. The Constitution of India is the world's largest constitution at this point of time, and the preamble of the Constitution presents the principle and indicate that the peoples are the real epitome and authority of this Constitution. The preamble is based on the objective resolution. You must be know कि ये जो ऑब्जेक्टिव रेजोल्यूशन हमारा पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने स्टार्ट किया था 1946 में, इसके अंदर के जो वर्ड्स, जो वोकैबुलरी, जो लिटरेचर था, वही हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया के प्रीएम्बल के अंदर डाल दिया गया, जिसको हम बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया कहते हैं. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन जो है कंप्लीटली 1950 में बन करके सामने आया, बट स्टिल इट इज वेरी इफेक्टिव एंड वैल्यूएबल. Constitution is dynamic in character to serve the people for their betterment, for their upliftment. Constitution के अंदर पूरी गुंजाइश रखी गई. It is having the principle of partly rigid and partly flexible, only to accommodate and serve the interest of the citizen of India. It was indeed a way of life, and by Dr. Br Ambedkar, that preamble is indeed a way of life which recognizes liberty, equality, fraternity as the principle of life, which can't be separated from each other. Liberty can't be separated from equality, and equality can't be divorced from liberty. Nor liberty and equality can't be separated from fraternity. Without equality and liberty, liberty would produce the supremacy of the few over the many. Equality without liberty would kill individual initiative. Without fraternity, liberty and equality could not become a natural course of things. That is why these are the important ideas and objectives of the Constitution of India. You know, as far as India as a state is concerned, India is a state governed by this strong valuable, effective constitutions with nature that India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic state and citizen of India, and their ultimate authority is the true example of this clear and beautiful constitution. With this, I conclude my today's speech, and I suggest to Rukhsana for further proceedings of the program. Thank you.